if you watch the module overview, I did do a pretty deep dive into the expectations of the individual project for this week. But just to highlight that specifically, as a reminder, at the very bottom of the course in JetNet, you can see all the good things you need to know about the individual project. And specifically this week, you've got to check out the video, if you have not yet, on the sociology concepts for the project. Inside the project, you are going to have to identify a topic that aligns with either social conflict, of functionalism, or symbolic interaction concept with a item related to esport. So in this past week, you wrote your introduction of the paper. So hope that you had an item in mind before writing that introduction. But this week, you are going to dive deeper specifically into that issue and into that concept. So within the concept, this is where we are going to do a little bit of definition. So what exactly is the concept that you chose? What is its role within esport? Start to break down and define the issue that you chose. That something parallel with what we're learning in this module. Let's say you chose esport and children and the impact on youth or youth marketing or esport in schools as a topic. With that, start to get some information, start to do some research, find some articles, not just one article, but start identifying articles that can support your stance at the end of the day and align with the concept that you are choosing. So with this paper, we don't really have definitions in length, but I said the introduction, that could be 2 paragraphs, could be 3, could be 4, it could be 1 if you can just, amazingly present information to kick off a report, in that brevity. But for this could be a page, it could be 4 pages. So I want you to start digging deep in terms of, finding the content, finding research articles, finding news articles that are going to support your stance on the concept, and start blending that in when validating your point, when defining the importance or the functionality of the item in society in this stage. With your other assignments, this is likely the one that will take the most time. Having 2 weeks to complete it should allow you to draft a good document, add on to that introduction, blend from there, have plenty of time to proofread, utilize the Writing Center at JC to see if there's any support that you can get, have extra eyes looking at it for proofreading before you submit it. But this is going to be one of your 3 core parts of the paper. The bulk of the paper will be done in Module 2, Module 3, and Module 4. For the grading of it, similar to the introduction, want content and support. Gotta have support of whatever you're saying, compared to just taking one narrow view and going all in on that. What we're talking about and having these plan B, plan C, plan D as an esport team, that goes along with this paper. So you gotta have multiple angles to go in, and this is where you really gotta hit that hard in constructing a good document. Also, based on some of your discussions and some of your assignments, you probably know by now, I look at grammar and writing style. Since this is a formal report, I'm going to be very nitpicky on that. The nice thing is you are going to have 2 months or a month to change it and revise it for that final written paper. So at the end of the day, I hope this section will be a 12 out of 12, but I'll be looking pretty specifically on your language, on your writing style, spelling, grammar, to make sure that everything is good round 1. So with that, the project for Module 2, the written submission is due on Sunday, November 15th. So you will have 2 weeks to complete that from day 1 of the module. If you have any questions, take advantage of the chat sessions, message me directly. Don't forget, you have to schedule a direct meeting with me for points in your class participation, sometimes between week 2 and 4. Before this deadline could be a great time to do that, just to make sure you're on the right track. Thank you.